Hey guys, Bill Jordan here. I'm at 201-790-3368. I do candid video interviews. If you're a painter, sculptor, or a candlestick maker, this is where you need to be. People buy from people they know. And the best way for them to know you is with my candid video interview. It resonates with them on the soul level. And once that happens, they're sold. Here's why. Because you see, human experience is an emotional experience. We have a governor, that's the brain, that governs our emotional experience to sort of like, not make us so crazy. Because, excuse me, because if we just rely on our emotions have maybe at least two different categories. We have emotions that are going to help us go forward to do what we consider to be valuable, and things that'll make us do things that are not valuable. Like, someone says something to you don't like, reach out and try to kill them. You know what I'm saying? That's not a valuable thing in our society. But in a primitive sense, that's a gut reaction, and you want to go that way. But the governor has like, calm down, don't get excited, do the right thing, blah, 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 blah. You're going to get in trouble, blah, 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 blah. Likewise, you see someone who falls down the street, well, your gut reaction is to go help that person. Okay? It's not about the thinking, it's about the gut reaction. And that's your job, as a visual storyteller, as a visual conveyor of emotion, right? You're conveying emotions to people, and you want them to feel a certain way. That's what you're about, And think about this, man. What we're gonna say here, yeah, it has to be for the benefit of your viewer. Now, look at some of the. Here's what I'm trying to say. If you look at some of the current pop art, let's call it, right? Take the soup can guy. Andy Warhol. Okay. Now, what emotion does that convey to you? Other than the fact that Andy Warhol did it and he has a whole myth behind him. So it must be good, right? Good. Campbell's soup, right? No, Andy Warhol says it's good. All right? The myth of Andy Warhol says that cans of soup are good. And they're in the pantheon of great art, right? I mean, why couldn't I just say that this is in the pantheon of great art? There's no story behind it. There's no emotion behind it. And what made the emotion was the story. Again, you have art, whether it's great or not, the story makes it great or not. If you don't tell your story, you're not giving your work context. Yes, you'll say you can go on the internet and all that stuff. Here's an example, right? A friend of mine, he's been in the art business for 30 years, maybe longer, at least 30. And he says during the 2008, bubble burst, he happened to find, two things happened. One, people who he had sold work to called him and wanted him to buy back the stuff that they had bought from him. Right. Two, he was somewhere in a thrift shop and he found one of his pieces in the thrift shop. Right? Good or bad, I don't know. But I'm gonna spin it in my direction. I'm gonna say this, that if you had one of Andy Warhol's soup can things and the bubble broke, would you send it to the thrift shop? No, because that's Andy Warhol. Because he's got a story behind him. He's not any better than anybody else. Is he? In your mind, he is, because they told you through the repetition of the story that he is. And in my humble opinion, some guys got together and said, hey, man, this guy's dead. Let's make a fortune on this guy. Let's buy his work, hype it up. In 15, 20 years, he'll be a demigod, and we'll be reaping the benefits. We'll sell it along the way to some of our buddies, blah, 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 blah. Now, you got to tell me that doesn't happen? Oh, then you better, what Kool-Aid are you drinking? Because his work is not that great. What about the guy who forges an Andy Warhol? Is his work any less? I mean, there's a whole discussion about, your secrets Another discussion I understand you guys get involved in. These meaningless conversations about, well, I discovered this special painting technique and I'm thinking about teaching it, but I don't want to give all my secrets away. What should I do? Now, what type of question is that? And why are people responding by saying, well, don't give it away? The last one I read was, well, the great chefs never give away all their secrets. If that were the case, then you could just get the secrets and do it at home. Nah, it don't work like that. And it doesn't work like that. Not an exact analogy. Close, but not exact. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is only you are you. And when you do the candid video interview, it brands you. It brands your work. And you're the one who's telling your story, not someone else about you, someplace else in a different time frame. Right? We're having some challenges out in the community today, as you can hear all this ruckus. I'm at 201-790-3368. Give me a call. My name is Bill like Clinton, Jordan like Michael. Okay, stop. But anyway, you're in control. If you want control of your work, call me at 201-790. This is the only way you have control. Don't rely on your agent, your broker, your website guys. This is the way you get control. Be like Madonna. Hook it up. Peace out.